challenge does this Vanderbilt offense kind of pose for you guys? How is Pavia? I knew you played against Mendoza earlier in the year, but
Yeah.
how is Pavia different? From him and.
Yeah, I mean, he's a guy that can kind of do it all. He can run the ball. I mean, his legs are awesome. He can extend plays, and obviously he can throw the ball really well. So he kind of brings a blend of a little bit of just doing it all. So, I mean, obviously that creates challenges. I think the biggest thing always with a quarterback is a running quarterback can create a lot of issues for you. In the pass rushing, create issues in the run game. So it's just more that you have to account for. But I think we're up for the challenge, and we're excited about it. So.
Have you heard a lot about him and noticed headlines about him, anything like that?
I try not to focus on it too much. I mean, I see things come across my Twitter and whatnot, but I try not to pay too much mind to it. So I know they got a good team, and I know we got a good team, and I'm looking forward to battling it out. So.
When you guys go against kind of those big-time quarterbacks or big-name quarterbacks, I guess, and I know the approach is the same, but it's a bigger challenge, obviously. So what does it take to stop a guy like that?
Yeah, no doubt. I think a little bit more of your game plan ends up getting dedicated to, stopping the quarterback. Putting some different things on it to help stop the run game with him, or you add little bits and pieces here for the quarterback scramble and things like that. So I think it just takes a little bit more mental brain power to, expand the game plan a little bit versus a guy that is just going to be sitting back there all day or handing the ball off. You know what I mean? Yeah. So just a different set of challenges, but something we're excited about. So.
Aaron said you guys haven't exactly dived into game planning for Vanderbilt yet, but from what you've seen of Diego, does he remind you of any quarterbacks you guys have faced in the last couple of years?
I mean, I feel like there's little elements of every single, of guys that you see, and, you just kind of combine those things. So it's not like something that we totally haven't seen, but I think, even just like practicing against Mark and his running threat, like you pull little bits and pieces of those type of guys, which has been helpful. So, a little bit different animal with him just being able to do it all, but it's not anything I guess we haven't exactly seen before. So.
Vanderbilt has the Mackey Award winner at tight end, on their team. I'm assuming he's going to play. Just what, challenge does it present to you having to face like a really good receiving tight end as a linebacker who might have to, cover those guys across the field?
Yeah, no doubt. I think our offense is kind of a little bit similar in that we use our tight ends, to run and block. So definitely brings a little bit of, a little different type of challenge, but I think something that we're excited about and, looking forward to facing. So.
Does your bowl prep look a little different this year, being a guy that's been running the ones more and more compared to years past where you've been in more of a reserve role?
Yes and no. I mean, the reps get toned back a little bit for you, but, we're still taking a lot of team reps, and, it's always good against good here. Iron sharpens iron. So it's been good to continue to get those reps and sharpen my skills. I mentioned this earlier, but I think, once that season ends, it can kind of be a trap to sit back and be like, all right, season's over, we can kind of rest. But I think it's a good deal here. We're able to keep our foot on the gas and keep the focus forward and, not really let off in terms of, football-wise. So that's been good for us.
As a senior, do you emphasize that with the younger guys? It's like, hey, yeah, it's bowl, we got a month to prep, but, don't take any day for granted.
Yeah, I think so. And I think Coach Wallace, that's something he actually mentioned after practice yesterday, that if, we're out on the field, we're going to be going, regardless of it, what time of year it is. It could be spring, it could be bowl prep. If we're on the field, it's an opportunity to get better, and it's an opportunity that we can't let slip. So, yep.